but how to do a 15-minute session of EFT. Because it's lovely when we've got an hour and we can pre-frame it and we can do all these wonderful setup things. But when you've got 15 minutes and you've got to give somebody an experience of EFT, how do you go about doing that? And it's lovely to integrate all these other procedures and things that we learn. But I'm just wondering if we're slightly missing the most simplistic way of applying EFT, which is find an event, tap on it. And the skill of questions to get to an event within the first 5 minutes of EFT, and then tap on it, and then finish up the session, leaving them in a good state. It's an art for it. It's another one of the art forms of EFT. So, and I'll actually show you. So I want you to pay attention to this, the way I do this, in two different ways. Mostly pay attention to the process, not so much to the content. Because the questions I ask and the way I pre-frame it and set it up for a 15-minute session will sort of give you an idea how to do it. And this is something, you're at a party and a friend comes up and says, I've got an issue. 15 minutes and let's get back to the party. Or, you know, you meet somebody in the supermarket, you can do this in the supermarket or whatever, or come and grab a coffee.
Or someone sits out in the front of the room and says, I'm really nervous about this.
So, who has an issue you would like to focus on?
I'll do.
All right. Come on.
I'm working. Oh.
You're going to help me? No,
I'm control freak.
Yeah, the way I pre-frame this is, we only have 15 minutes, and while EFT is wonderful, it's not yet a magic wand. I'd love to be able to wave a magic wand and make all your issues go away, but we have 15 minutes. So we'll focus on one specific event, giving an experience of EFT, and we'll see where we go from there.
Okay.
And is there something you'd like to focus on?
At the moment, I'm working on my post-hysterectomy weight gain.
All right. And I mean, that actually sounds quite easy because you do have an event that you focus on.
Yeah.
And is it something that you feel like you were eating from the post-hysterectomy?
Lack of exercise.
Lack of
so
exercise?
I didn't exercise.
Okay.
And yes, I suppose, well, the weight issues is in it's plagued me for generations, I imagine.
Okay. And weight issues is one of those places where people go in, I want to lose weight, and you're going to get in 15 minutes.
Yeah.
Run on the spot for 15 minutes. We'll put that.
The immediate thing is the post-hysterectomy.
Post-hysterectomy.
Yeah.
So have you tapped on the actual hysterectomy?
No. Oh, yes. As I was going into surgery, I was tapping.
Okay.
Yes. And after, yeah, I did.
All right. Well, just as a warm-up, just as a first layer, because I imagine there could be some intensity around this, so I just want to make it very high level. At the thought of thinking about the hysterectomy as a whole, is there any remaining intensity on that?
I feel happy.
Okay. Just drop down a little bit closer and run the event of actually going into the hospital and having surgery. Anything coming up around that? Just whatever comes off the top.
That I might die under the anaesthetic.
That's a pretty good one.
Yep.
Yeah. So let's just start with that. Now pay attention while we tap to whatever comes up, because often we're going to tap on one thing and then there'll be another level and then there'll be another level. And let go of any preconceived notions of what should come up, because we're dealing with the emotions. Emotions make no sense. So I reckon you should leave logic outside the door and just focus on the next issue. So we'll start tapping, and you can tap in whichever style you like. So, yeah. So even though I can still remember going in for my hysterectomy and the feeling I had then, I choose to love and accept myself. And all the remaining ways I feel about that event. Even though it might be linked to troubles with my weight. Even if it's not. It's still a good event to clear. Even though I still have some intensity around that event. The fear of dying. Going into that anaesthetic state. Wondering if I'd wake up. No wonder I was afraid. I deeply and completely accept myself. I choose to feel safe and secure. Even if I still have some of this fear. Of going into the surgery. Come up to the top of the head. So fear of going into that surgery. Fear of going into the surgery. Fear of going into the surgery. Fear of going into the surgery. That's a little bit further forward though, right near the crease in the eyes. Yeah.
Fear of going into the surgery.
Under the eyes and just keep going straight up.
Surgery.
Yeah.
Fear of going into the surgery.
Yeah.
Surgery. I did a monkey.
Yeah. And well, I just can't reach back that
yeah.
far, and I tend to do the inside of the wrist as well.
Fear of going to the surgery.
And is there a particular memory coming up?
What I remember, I was really fine. I was
and here's
tapping
another
away.
trick. Tap while you're telling me
Oh
about
yes.
this. Come back up
When
and
I
talk
was
about it.
just outside the room, before I went in, the nurse, one of the nurses who was really good, said to this guy, "So what are you doing here?" And he said, "I'm the critical assist."
Uh-huh.
And I went, critical assist, critical. You know, I thought, what is that?
Good. So,
Find out later that they go to all ones. I thought, I'm special.
cool. So
Yeah.
this shock I got,
This shock I got,
hearing the critical assist
hearing
was
the
there.
critical assist was there.
The more fright I got from that.
The more fright I got from that.
That fright from hearing the critical assist.
That fright from hearing the critical assist.
That fright from hearing the critical assist.
Fright from hearing the critical assist.
Keep going.
That fright from hearing the critical assist.
Is fright the right word, or would it be a
No,
different?
fright, yeah. That fright from hearing the critical assist.
Good.
That fright from hearing the critical
Those
assist.
words
Those words.
freaking me out.
Freaking me out.
I was all calm up till
I was
then.
quite fine about the robot.
At least I knew how to tap.
At least I knew how to
I
tap.
could help myself
And I
out.
could help myself out.
All this remaining fright,
All this remaining fright.
hearing that critical assist.
Hearing that critical assist.
All this remaining fright,
All that remaining fright.
hearing this critical assist.
Hearing the critical assist.
You could be changing the voice. All that remaining fright,
All that remaining fright.
hearing that critical assist.
Hearing that critical assist.
All this remaining fright,
All this remaining fright.
thinking about that memory,
Thinking about that memory.
going into surgery,
Going into surgery.
hearing that nurse say,
Hearing that nurse
I'm
say,
just here to bring them back.
I'm just here to bring you back.
I'm the
Yeah.
critical assist.
I'm the critical assist.
Good, so just checking on that one. Alright, so run that memory again, going into the hospital, nurse is there.
Nurses, yeah.
I'm here for the critical assist.
I'm here for the critical assist. No, it's okay.
Anything left on that at all?
No, that's good.
Okay, running it forward just a little bit further.
Introducing me to the robot. It's fine. We had a laugh. We gave it a name.
What was the name?
I can't remember.
Okay.
I really can't remember.
Robbie the robot.
Yeah, I went.
Yeah.
Yeah. Waking up. All good after that.
Okay.
Yeah. I woke up.
You woke up.
Yeah.
Any feelings about waking up? What was the first sort of thought on waking up?
I was attended to a woman who said it was the most amazing experience. My name's Helen as well, and our name means light, and I do Reiki, and I'm going to look after you.
Oh, wow.
Ooh, wow.
How nice is that?
And yeah, we had the most amazing night of, talk and morphine-induced But I had never felt looked after
Nice.
as well as that. It was just, I had such gratitude. I was crying with gratitude.
Oh.
It was beautiful.
Oh, great. So, moving on from that, in terms of just weight loss as a whole,
Yeah.
is there some particular food that you feel like you're eating too much of, or is it the not doing enough exercise? What do you think?
Probably exercise. Oh, more of this and more of this. Basically.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is it a feeling of overeating?
It's a feeling of television eating. So when I watch TV, I feel hungry. I've just done some hypnosis on that,
Okay.
and that's been really good actually. So
Good.
I'm only in about day 3 of feeling terrific about it all.
Okay.
So yeah, that's good.
All right. And the exercise?
Getting back to it.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's all there.
And is
It's
there
just-
a couple of
it's just
times just recently where you thought, I'm going to exercise today, and then the wheels have fallen off and everything's...
Yes.
Okay.
It's just about
Can you
time.
think of one just recently where today?
Oh, I was going to get up this morning and I didn't.
Yeah. So what day was that?
Oh, Wednesday.
Okay, cool. See the questions I was asking, getting more specific again. So Wednesday.
Yep.
So starting tapping, or whichever way you do
Yep.
it. So that Wednesday morning,
Yep.
did that thought come up when you're in bed, out of bed later in the day?
Oh, I forgot to get up.
Oh,
I forgot to do that. I forgot, yeah.
Okay, so when you think about I forgot to get up,
Yeah.
what's the emotion or the thoughts?
Oh, you idiot. How are you going to you know, what do you think you do?
Okay. So even though I forgot to get up
I forgot to get up
last
to
Wednesday.
walk.
Yeah.
To walk. Yes.
Walk.
I got up. I forgot to get up to walk
Last Wednesday. And I called myself all these names.
And I called myself all these
You
names.
idiot.
You idiot.
How are we going to lose weight?
How are we ever going to get off
Lose
that
weight?
weight?
Yeah. If I don't get up for a walk.
If I don't get up for a walk.
All this blame and recrimination.
All this blame and recrimination.
I choose to love and forgive myself.
I choose to love and forgive
I
myself.
am doing the best I can.
I'm doing the best I can.
And sometimes I just need to rest.
And sometimes I just need the rest.
Wanting to take good care of myself.
Wanting to take good care of myself.
My mind saying I should exercise.
My mind saying I should exercise.
My body saying I need the rest.
My body saying I need the rest.
All these shoulds I have.
All these shoulds I have.
Should have got up.
Should have got up.
Should have gone for a walk.
Should have gone for a walk.
Slept in.
Slept in.
You idiot.
You idiot.
Forgot to get up and go for a
Got
walk.
to get up to go for a walk.
I deeply and completely accept
I
myself.
deeply and completely accept myself.
Last Wednesday,
Last Wednesday,
forgetting to get up.
forgetting to get up.
I choose to love and accept
I
myself.
choose to love and accept myself.
All this remaining thoughts in my
All
head.
this remaining thoughts in my head.
Judging myself so
Judging
harshly.
myself so harshly.
You idiot.
You idiot.
How dare I call myself
How
that?
dare I call myself that?
Alright, good. So just bring that memory to mind again, lying in
Okay,
bed, forgot to
lying
wake
in bed,
up.
oh, whoops. That's okay.
Anything left on that at all?
Mm.
So at the thought of like getting up, I don't know, when are you next planning to go for a walk? Or thinking of planning of going for a walk? Or doing any form of exercise? Yeah.
Monday.
Okay.
Alright.
And at the thought of trying to make it happen on Monday, anything coming up around that?
Oh God, I've got to make a commitment to myself.
Even though it's a chore
Even though it's a chore
to exercise,
to exercise,
I have to force myself to do
to
it.
force myself to
I
do
have to
it.
make a commitment.
I have to make a
And if
commitment.
it doesn't happen,
It doesn't happen.
I'm going to beat myself
And
up.
I know I'm so good because I do my commitments.
Okay. But part of me still battling
Part of
with
me
this.
still battles.
I know if I make a commitment, I'm going to have to do it.
Yeah, I know if I make a commitment, I'm going to have to do it.
I don't want it.
I don't want to.
I want to lay in bed a bit
I want to
longer.
lie in bed.
I choose to love and accept
I
myself.
choose to love and accept myself.
Struggling to make this commitment.
Struggling to make this commitment.
Part of me wanting to do the
Part of
exercise.
me wanting to do the exercise.
Part of me not wanting to do the
Part
exercise.
of me not wanting to do it.
I don't want to make the commitment.
And I want to make the
It's
commitment.
just another chore.
It's just another chore.
Just another thing I'm forcing myself
Another
to
thing
do.
I'm forcing myself to do.
On my to-do list,
On my to-do list.
which starts even before I wake up.
Yes, which starts even before I wake up.
Just another commitment.
Just another commitment.
No wonder I don't want to
No
exercise.
wonder I don't want to exercise.
I deeply and completely accept myself.
Deeply and completely accept myself.
This remaining conflict within myself.
This remaining conflict within myself.
Wanting to exercise,
Wanting to exercise.
but don't want another
But
commitment.
don't want another commitment.
All this remaining conflict
All this
within myself.
remaining conflict within myself.
What if exercise wasn't a commitment?
What if exercise wasn't a commitment?
I don't know.
I don't know.
It's up to me.
Yeah, it's up to me.
I deeply and completely accept
I
myself.
deeply and completely accept myself.
All this remaining
All
conflict.
this remaining conflict.
Making a commitment.
Making commitment.
Just doing it for fun.
Just doing it for fun. That's good.
Okay. So probably about that point, I think we're pretty close to 15 minutes. I'd be going, so, you know, did you feel a shift there in terms of
Yes.
EFT and how would you like to pay? That's
Yes.
That's right. So that's the next question.
That's good.
Yeah.
That's good.
So sometimes it can be that simple.
Yeah.
But yeah, sure. How did that feel from
Fantastic.
your point of view?
Yeah, it was just what I needed.
Mm. So we'll have just sort of 5 minutes, and then I'll do another one for an example. But questions, reflections, comments from the gallery.
Yeah, I loved your pre-frame about emotions not being logical, so trust whatever comes in. That's one I love to use, but it was good to, even though it's very short, you got those pre-frames in. That's great.
Thank you, Helen.
Thank
Please
you.
give Helen.